Have you ever felt like something in your life is just missing? Like you're doing everything you're supposed to, but deep down, your heart feels tired and far from peace? You're not alone. Many people walk through life not realizing that they are slowly drifting away from Allah, step by step, moment by moment, until one day they look back and feel completely lost. This video isn't meant to scare you. It's a gentle reminder, a light to guide you back before it's too late. Because sometimes the scariest part of losing your connection with Allah isn't when you feel it, it's when you don't. Today, we're going to explore 3 powerful signs that show you might be walking away from Allah without even realizing it. These signs aren't just warnings, they are also invitations. They are signals from your soul, gently calling you to return to the one who loves you more than anyone else ever could. So stay with us until the end. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to Deen Xplorers so we can keep sharing these life-changing reminders with you. 1. Your heart feels empty, even when life looks full. Sometimes your life might seem fine on the outside. You have food to eat, a phone in your hand, a roof over your head, and even friends or family around you. You laugh, you talk, you scroll through your phone, but deep down, your heart feels heavy. It feels like something is missing. You don't feel happy even when good things happen. You try to enjoy your day, but something inside you remains restless. That restlessness isn't just random sadness. It could be your soul crying out because you've moved too far from Allah and haven't noticed. Our hearts are not made just for worldly joy. Our hearts are created to remember the one who made them. If your heart is disconnected from Allah, no amount of money, fame, or people can fill that space. It's like trying to feed your body with air. It won't work. Only the remembrance of Allah brings real peace. The biggest trick of this world is that it tells you everything is fine if your life looks okay on the outside. But true success is not outside, it's inside. When your soul feels calm, your life becomes meaningful. When your heart is close to Allah, even simple moments feel rich. A quiet morning, a heartfelt dua, a smile in prayer. These become treasures. But when your heart is far from Allah, even great blessings feel boring, and you start feeling tired without reason. You may wake up in the morning and feel heavy for no clear reason. You may try to smile and carry on, but inside you feel lost. You feel like you don't know why you're living. This feeling is a warning, not a punishment. It's a signal from your own soul telling you to turn back, to remember the one who made you, to talk to the one who knows your pain even when no one else does. The emptiness in your chest is not your enemy. It is a gift. A soft reminder that only Allah can fill that space. Some people try to fix this emptiness by changing their job, moving to a new city, or finding new friends. But if your heart is not connected to Allah, you will carry that emptiness with you wherever you go. The location doesn't matter. The situation doesn't matter. What matters is the state of your heart and whether it remembers its Creator. Even if you feel distant today, don't give up. Allah is not far. He is always near. He's waiting for your return. He doesn't ask for perfection. He doesn't ask for grand actions. He just asks for a heart that turns to Him. Sometimes we think that we've gone too far, that we've made too many mistakes, that we don't deserve peace anymore. But Allah is the most merciful. The door to His love is always open. You don't need to be perfect to come back. You just need to be willing. Take one small step. Say one heartfelt dua. Talk to Allah like you would to your closest friend. He's listening, and He knows. If your heart feels empty right now, remember, it's not a sign that you've failed. It's a sign that you're being invited back. Invited to the one who made you, who loves you, and who is always ready to give your heart the peace it's been searching for. You are never too far to return. Even if you've forgotten Him, He has never forgotten you. 2. You feel distant from worship. You delay or avoid it. One of the most silent signs that your soul is drifting away from Allah is when you begin to lose interest in worship. You no longer feel excited to pray. you find yourself delaying your salah, forgetting to read Quran, or skipping dhikr altogether. What once brought peace and light to your heart now feels like a burden. It's not that you hate worship, but the desire is no longer there. Your soul becomes quiet, your heart becomes heavy, and slowly, you avoid the very things that once connected you to your Creator. This distance doesn't happen in one day. It grows step by step. First, you say, "I'll pray later." Then you forget. Next, you open your phone before you open the Quran. Then your nights pass without dua. Bit by bit, your soul gets used to not talking to Allah. And that is when the darkness creeps in. Not outside you, but inside you. You feel a weight in your chest that you can't explain. You feel unmotivated, tired, and confused. Life starts to lose its meaning. The beauty of worship is that it feeds the soul, the same way food feeds your body. But when you stop feeding your soul, it becomes weak. It becomes silent. And then your connection with Allah fades. Not because He left you, but because you stopped knocking on His door. Ask yourself honestly, when was the last time you prayed and felt close to Allah? When was the last time you made dua and cried from your heart? If it's been a while, it's okay. You're not alone. Many of us feel this distance sometimes, but don't let it stay. Don't let laziness become your normal, because the longer you delay, the colder your heart becomes. Sometimes, Shaitan whispers and says, "You're too tired, pray later." Or "You're too sinful, don't pretend to be religious." These are lies. The truth is, the more tired you are, the more you need prayer. The more sinful you feel, the more you need to run to the one who forgives all sins. Worship is not about being perfect. It's about returning again and again, no matter how far you've gone. If you feel distant from worship, know this: Allah is still near. He hasn't closed the door. He hasn't given up on you. In fact, He's waiting. Every single time you pray, even with a distracted mind, it's still a step closer. Even if your Quran recitation is short, even if your dua is simple, it still counts. It still matters. You don't have to be a scholar or a saint to reconnect with Allah. You just have to try. Start small. Start with one sincere salah, one short surah, one true moment in sajda. You'll notice a change. Your heart will feel lighter. Your soul will feel alive again. Because no matter how broken you feel, worship puts the pieces back together. When you delay worship, your day feels longer. Your stress increases. Your heart gets weaker. But when you pray on time, when you stand before Allah and speak to Him with love and need, your soul rises. Your burdens become lighter. Your sadness begins to melt. The biggest secret of peace is not money, fame, or friends. It is prayer. It is talking to Allah. It is making dhikr with your lips and feeling it in your heart. So if you feel far today, don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for a special day or perfect mood. Begin now. Begin where you are. Even with a heavy heart, even with lazy thoughts, just begin. Because every single step you take toward Allah, He takes more steps toward you. Remember, you're not lazy. Your soul is just hungry. And what it needs is worship. What it needs is to bow down and remember the one who created it. So if worship feels distant today, turn back with love. Not with fear, not with guilt, but with love. Allah doesn't need your prayer, you do. He doesn't benefit from your worship, you do. Your soul is crying to be reconnected. Answer that cry. Pray. Remember. Whisper His name and feel your heart come back to life. 3. You sin easily and don't feel regret. One of the clearest signs that your heart is drifting away from Allah is when you start committing sins without feeling anything. What used to bother you no longer affects you. You say things that displease Allah, but you don't pause to think twice. You may lie, gossip, look at something forbidden, or skip your prayers, and your heart remains quiet. There's no guilt, no discomfort, and no feeling that something is wrong. This is a dangerous stage. It's not just that you sin, because everyone sins. Even the best believers make mistakes. The danger begins when you don't feel bad about it anymore. The shame disappears. The regret fades, and you begin to accept sin as something normal, something small, something that doesn't need fixing. But the truth is, when sin becomes easy and regret disappears, it's a sign that the heart is becoming hard. A hard heart cannot absorb light. A hard heart cannot reflect the love of Allah. And that hardness is not caused by a single sin. It's caused by repeated sinning without turning back. Every time you sin and ignore it, a layer of darkness covers your heart. And if you do it again and again, that heart becomes blind. But here's the hopeful part. Even if your heart is stained, even if you've sinned many times without regret, you can still come back. Allah's door is never closed. The worst thing you can do is give up. The best thing you can do is take one step toward Him with sincerity. If your heart has become hard, soften it with repentance. If sin has become normal, make remorse your habit again. If you've stopped crying over mistakes, ask Allah to bring your tears back. When you sin and don't feel regret, it's not just about the action. It's about the state of your heart. A healthy heart feels uncomfortable after sin. A soft heart cries out for forgiveness. A living heart runs back to Allah. But a heart that sins without pain is in trouble. That's when you need to stop and ask yourself, what have I done to my soul? Why does my heart no longer tremble? Don't wait for a tragedy to wake you up. Don't wait until something breaks before you remember Allah. Use this moment now. Look at yourself honestly. Think about what habits you've picked up. Think about the things you've done that you used to feel bad about, but now you don't. That's the area you need to repair. Regret is a gift. It's not something to run from. It's something to hold on to. Because as long as you feel regret, your heart is still alive. And a living heart can always return to the light. So if you've been sinning and not feeling anything, don't ignore it. Don't pretend everything is okay. Take it as a gentle wake-up call from the one who loves you the most. He's calling you back, not to punish you, but to forgive you. He's inviting you, not to scare you, but to clean your heart. And once your heart is clean again, you will feel that peace return. You will smile in your prayers. You will cry in your sajda. And you will know that Allah never gave up on you. My dear brothers and sisters, walking away from Allah doesn't always look like rebellion or loud disobedience. Sometimes it's quiet. It hides behind delay, distraction, and spiritual laziness. It shows up in a silent heart, in a prayer that feels empty, or in sins that no longer sting. But even then, even when you've gone far, Allah never turns away from you. He waits, He listens, and He loves. You are never too far gone to return. No matter what you've done, no matter how distant you feel, the road back to Him is always open, and it begins with one sincere step. If any of these signs touched your heart today, don't ignore them. Let them wake you up. Let them pull you closer to your purpose. Your soul was not made to live without its Creator, and your heart will never truly rest until it returns to Him. So take that step today. Talk to Allah. Cry if you need to. Ask for guidance, and feel your heart come back to life. Thank you for watching, and may Allah bring us all closer to Him every single day. Please don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe to Deen Xplorers for more Islamic reminders and healing messages.